This is the biggest screen on Earth. We're talking about 16K massive screen to create 4 shows with different visuals, 4 hours at a time in a show. From the very beginning of this project, we knew we needed to use Unreal Engine. Moen Factory is a multimedia entertainment studio. Basically, the tagline is, we do it in public, so wherever there's an audience, we're gonna be there.
Phish came to us with this project to play music in the Sphere, and with Phish, you have a band that likes to jam and never really kind of repeating themselves twice. Our challenge was, how do we follow along with them?
We started to render different visuals for the shows, and we realized very quickly that those were super heavy, but like way above anything we had seen. I learned the term petabyte.
We had 3 months, render it, do QC, and then transfer them to on-site. So the issues that come up there is you might have only one chance to make a render happen. With Unreal Engine, we're able to make decisions on-site and edit and change that. We were looking for a partner to help us develop the Unreal portion of this show and came across Myrese.
One of the main challenges with each and every scene is that you need to make them living and breathing. You cannot have just a static thing that repeats and repeats. You need to build storytelling into it.
What we essentially are doing is we're creating a game for the graphics operator, and the goal of the game is to jam along with the band.
The Sphere being that huge, Myrese knew that they would have to optimize their scene a lot, and so they worked them to the bone.
For this project, we had to go far more parametric than you normally would. We had to think about the math of everything and build almost everything from the ground up.
And so this way, you're just getting very interesting looking environments and very optimized.
We don't bake out animations from other 3D softwares. We animate them using math and shader offsets. For example, you need a tree that can grow, evolve, and play along with the band in whatever direction they decide to go. Because of the flexibility of the systems, by accident, we discovered that if you change this, this, and this, we all of a sudden have fireworks going off. That was never intended, but came to be.
I really saw some interesting things where, for instance, there was these bubbles.
We are having a flat plane, faking the 3D look of a sphere and all of its physical properties. In a sense, it's ray tracing in the material, and what this ultimately leads up to is a scene that is extremely performant.
Once we had that in the Sphere, I heard a lady behind me, bubbles! How that paid off, this shader math that could basically bring out like a pure emotion from someone.
Just imagine all the footage in the Sphere. You would struggle even storing it. So we had less data, more flexibility, and a system that could synchronize the production team with the band, but our entire final project file was 40 gig.
So we used DMX, driven by the lighting board, with multiple sliders to control parameters that we chose to expose from Unreal. So elements like flying through or change of light or color were basically picked out to get the maximum visual effect.
Having these kind of interactive tools, very robust, just allowed us to be more free than we were in the past.
We'd be sitting around and watching Abby steer this amazing ship and be like, when's it gonna be my turn to like play the video game on this massive screen? I think it just looked incredibly fun.
This has changed the way we're perceiving how we do shows. It's gonna have rippling effects in the industry, in my opinion.
Unreal Engine, when it's used as a live performance tool, is exceptional. I think there's a lot of opportunities that we just started to scratch on that we'd love to keep on seeing how far we can go with that.